In this video, things have finally reached a stage where I'm going to have a tidy up because it's just crazy in here, and we need to do something about that. So stage one, I'm going to get Ellie out because a bit more space is always useful. So into neutral we go. Come on, Ellie. I love light little cars. There we go, it's looking better already. Is that the answer? Do I just need fewer cars? No, surely not. I need to decide. I think I need to put some gloves on first of all. But yeah, I'm going to have to start piles for various items, scrap metal, etc. I think sadly the alternator I'm just going to bin, so that can start the scrap metal pile. We'll do that over here in front of Foxanne. Scrap filthy plastic, I think that can just go in general rubbish. I've already started a general rubbish bag, you see. See, I can do this. And now to find more bin bags, because we've got quite a lot of cardboard which can be thrown in the tip when the tip's open. Joy of rural life, the tip only opens weekends and Wednesdays. Look after those, Foxanne. And also put some tools away, I think. Some clever engineering in a bin bag, isn't there? But yes, welcome to a video where you are watching a man tidy up. Right, start with paper. I think paper can just go in this bag. Quite useful to keep some of this, but Miss Hubnut says we can't keep it all. Which is a shame, because I think paper packaging is quite good. Yeah, so that's the paper bag. Start another one for plastic. Yeah, this has been long overdue. It was just like, I can't think of a job I would like to do on any of the cars today. So this is about improving the workspace. So next time I do work on a car, I can, actually find stuff without falling over. There is far too much stuff on the floor. And given how damp the floor is this morning, that's not good times. Now, the dampness on the floor, there are many guesses about what might be the problem, but I think a key one is this floor could be below the water table, because there's a wall, that back wall, the ground level is about halfway down it, so that's not ideal, and clearly no waterproofing put in place. It was just meant as a cattle shed after all, so there's no damp proof membrane beneath this concrete. So hence we've got water coming up probably through the floor, which is not ideal, I should say. But we're going to see what we can do about such things. We're going to see what we can do about putting something up here on the back wall, because that's the other downside, is it's all entirely open up there, and water can blow in through that gap there where we have an electrical point. That's less than ideal. So that's another reason for tidying up, is so they can get in, perhaps put a sheet of plastic or something there to improve matters. Right, we'll have plastic going into this one. I'm not sure all this plastic can be recycled, but around here at least, they prefer you to just opt on the side of recycle. And then you can always put stuff, they can always put stuff that won't recycle in the bin themselves. I think that's plastic. That's plastic. Plasticky. So this is all the stuff that Miss Hubnut has managed to find. Just having a quick walk around the unit. We now need another one for cardboard. So, because I buy so much mail order, I end up with an awful lot of stuff in boxes. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you with me on this journey, because people are always complaining I don't tidy up, so I thought I'll get some actual footage, some actual proof that I am tidying up. Now, jiffy bags, that's a tricky one. They got plastic and paper. I think they're going to be general rubbish, actually. That's the general rubbish. Yes, poor Miss Hubnut is still home edumacating today. Oh, it's exhausting. It absolutely is. And the thought that schools might not be going back anytime soon is frankly terrifying. Oh, is that recyclable? That might be recyclable as paper. I think we'll try that. Paper. That one didn't seem to have any plastic in it. Air filters variously, but mostly it's box. I might throw this one away. I think it has served its purpose. Hopefully I won't be so much of an idiot again. It's a box for a tripod, because being very me, I went on the job, the Jaguar S-Type, the classic one, and managed to forget my tripod, so I had to buy a new tripod. That was not one of my finer moments. That's general rubbish. That's wiper blades. Oh my gosh, I can see the top of my parts washer. This is extraordinary. Extraordinary scenes here on Hubnut. But yes, I just want to take a moment to say thank you for all your lovely feedback, because generally it is lovely. It's an interesting thing putting yourself in public and being open to criticism, but also comments of niceness. So thank you for the lovely comments. I'm so lucky on my channel. So many of my comments are lovely, and really do appreciate that, especially, you know, when difficult times, many of us are not in the best of moods, and genuinely it does help. It inspires me to do more and to be better. We've got some fun ideas for some filming this weekend, so we'll see whether that comes to pass, but it'll be a lot of fun if it works. And it looks like there are new purchases on the horizon as well, so stay tuned for more details of those. You're not going to hear much about them all that soon, because, you know, COVID's holding everything up at the moment, but at some point, yeah, exciting new purchases will occur. Here's another box. What we got in this one? Oh, that was the seat belts for the 2CV. So the paper can go in there, the box is in there. More lovely paper packaging, just going for recycling. You hope all this stuff actually gets recycled, don't you? And they don't just chuck it in a bin in a different country, which is sometimes the fear. Right, I shall carry on doing some more of this, and then we shall start putting tools away, I think. Well, I think that's made a difference. Has it made a difference? Still got the bags, I can't take them to the tip today, so they're going to have to wait. But that little island definitely looks smaller. Cleared a load of stuff from there and there. The general chaos that is this back corner does still need going through. I've still got wings here for the Mighty Dacia, which hasn't been here. Well, it's never been here. Mighty Dacia, by the way, Rich has been working on it, but with lockdown, again, there's not much point rushing. He's been trying to fit the UK headlamps. It's edging closer towards the UK MOT, so hopefully 2021, this year, we'll see the Mighty Dacia back on the road, because it's 3 years since we went to collect it, which is slightly terrifying. I'm wondering about giving a couple of the cars a run. Foxanne hasn't run for over a month. Giselle hasn't run for at least 2 months, and it just might be a good idea to get them out and exercised, even if I can only drive them around the farmyard, especially in the case of Foxanne, who isn't legal. I'm actually paying road tax on Giselle and just not using her. So we'll clear off Foxanne first of all, who still has the front wheel arch liner but is not fitted to Rita, sitting on her bonnet. There it is. Oh, and there goes one of the fixings. I'll put that there. And we'll try to remember that's got a fixing in it. So we'll wake Foxanne up first, shall we? It's been a while. She's not really been out since that trip we had to move all these metal things that I thought would be sensible to put here. Turns out that was not the case, so I'll put those over here. Chuck those in the metal skip when we can finally get to the tip. I'm reminded that Foxanne doesn't have a choke cable at the moment, so I'll have to see if I can manually set a choke. Take her bonnet off. Might leave her bonnet over here, out of the way. I'll see if we can. Oh, there's a socket under there. What socket is that? That is my missing 14mm from that toolkit, but that needs a wash. We'll put it over here for now. We should connect up the battery. Just have a quick check of the oil. Yep, right on the full. That's good. And I've got my manual choke here, which is set by pulling like so, and then tying this around something. So maybe this rubber bung will do the job nicely. yes, I do think that will hold the choke open. So see how lively Foxanne's feeling. Been a while, hasn't it, old girl? So we've got the choke set. Wait for some fuel to come through. Problem when you leave cars sitting, the fuel drains out of them. Oh, I haven't got a primer, so it's not like I can encourage the fuel through. Let's just check that choke is actually being held open. No, that won't help. She's going to need choke. Okay. What a difference a bit of choke makes, eh? Too much choke now. Quite pleased with how well my manual choke works. Right, let's get her out of here before she chokes the place up. Right, I suspect Giselle is going to take even longer, but let's go and find out, shall we? I'll just do with Giselle's keys. Yes, I thought I picked them up for both cars. Battery will be disconnected. So first job will be to reach over the passenger side for the really conveniently located bonnet release. But they didn't bother moving for right-hand drive. Go find the battery cable. There it is. Hopefully this battery has been all right. Now you leave Giselle for a few days and she doesn't fire up. So, oh dear, Giselle, your windscreen is filthy. So we shall give you full choke, and we shall crank away. Oh! So nearly, Giselle, come on. Oh, she's not happy. Oh, Giselle, come on. At least one cylinder is trying. We're short of a cylinder or two. There we go, I think we got all of them now. Wait for her magic trick. Out goes the back. Oh, you are dirty. Oh, is that it for washers? Okay, Giselle, thank you. Yeah, neither car sounding entirely overjoyed at being left in storage. Giselle's settled down a bit now. Right, hopefully that's Giselle behaving herself. We shall take Foxanne for a drive and see how she feels. The brakes feel terrible, so there's definitely some damp in the brakes going on. Oh yeah, I've got an exercise bike in the back, I forgot about that. But we should go for a drive and let the girl warm up a bit. Handy having a farm to drive around on. Well, I couldn't resist, so I thought I'd take her out for a quick run. Here we are. She's all warmed up, which means I can give her the beans. Enjoy her rotating dials. Oh, she feels pretty frisky for her 60 brake horsepower. But what I forget every time I get back in this car is just how remarkable the ride is. It just floats over everything. I forgot how much I like this car. I'm going to fill the fuel tank. She's on half a tank. It's a steel tank, and steel tanks can build up condensation. And the more steel that's open to the elements, the more condensation can build up, which means you get water in the fuel and the fuel tank rotting out. So we're going to fill her up and then take her back to the unit. Oh, I love this car. I know a lot of people have been missing Giselle, but at this time of year when there's so much salt down, you don't want to drive her. But I don't think they were gritting yesterday because it was fairly mild, so we should be all right. Another reason for not using Giselle this time of year is I don't actually have a grille muff for her, or a grille blind, which is needed on these air-cooled engines to keep them warm during colder months. And I think this probably counts as a colder month, don't you? Tally-ho! Oops. Apparently I've forgotten how to change gear in a Citroen GSA. Just marvellous. Well, I've just got back. I was just about to put them all in, so I've got Foxanne running again. But why would you not have a play with a hydraulic suspension just to make sure everything is working as it should? Up she goes. That's about maximum there. Wait for the front to rise up. There goes the front. Marvellous. Incidentally, you can drive with the suspension on high, but it's not recommended because the suspension is effectively locked out on its bump stops, so it's not very comfortable. Drop her back down again. Here she comes. Fadunk. There we go. Back to normal ride height. I love the hydraulics on this car. Mind you, I like the crazy rev counter as well, which is a bit laggy, but oh so marvellous. Still got the charge light on, we're not worrying about that, but let's get some cars back in. There we go, Giselle is back in, waiting to settle down. Yeah, I have to check all around her to make sure she isn't going to sink onto anything I don't want her to. And Foxanne is in. I think she's just in at the front. So yeah, that should be good. The green line is the line of the door, so should have enough space there. Beautiful. So we've run Foxanne up to temperature. She's had a razz around the farmyard, and yeah, you can see the temperature gauge is bang on in the middle there. So that'll do for Foxanne, I think. And all peace and quiet is restored. Of course, we never leave the handbrakes on, because that's a really bad idea. They can seize up if you leave them on all the time. Go for a nice brick chock and disconnect the battery. There we go. So she's safe again, and I've got to do the same on Giselle, and then I'm going to go home for lunch. So I've achieved something. It doesn't look like I've done any tidying up, but at least when I come up here at the weekend, I can grab some of this rubbish and I can just yeah, take it to the tip. And that bag is still filling up at the moment. But yeah, it's been a productive day, I think, even if there hasn't been any tinkering going on. So now I need to pull Ellie back in, which is a good bit of exercise, but at least she's not too heavy, and we can call that job done. Oops, pressure washer. Come on, Ellie. There we go. Yes, could do somewhere else for the pressure washer to live, really, but that's near water and electricity, so that tends a bit of place. But there you go, you got an extreme close-up of Ellie the 2CV. All the cars are back in. I'm going to go home. So thank you very much for watching. See you in a future video. Farewell.